Here we go. So,
Are we starting?
last time in the world of Soma, our heroes are on the final leg of their adventure that began so many years ago, seeking to defeat the multidimensional dragon deity Tiamat. She has swallowed within herself countless universes, both healthy and thriving, and dark universes that she is seeking to preserve. You all have secured for yourselves a unique opportunity, a chance to navigate this vast, dark universe and find your way to the heart of this horrifying creature beyond mortal comprehension. To do so, you all are flickering between versions of yourselves, seeking to create anchors that will lead you to her very heart. So, you all found yourselves dropped into a version of the Pandoran Mountains, the mountain range that was home to Brick and the Slab Barbarians. However, it's not quite the version you all are familiar with. This one is even more snowy, wrapped in a perpetual blizzard. As you have walked your way up the mountain, Brick has been experiencing strange visions. Moments of his past diverging in ways that he cannot account for. Along the way, you encountered frozen undead barbarians and spectral wolves seemingly crafted out of the wintry cold itself. Finally, you all have made your way up to the peak, and you all were beset by more of these frozen slabs and various snowy elemental creatures. And that's where we left you all. Still sort of ragged from the battle. Would you all like to take a short rest?
Yes. Jack would very much like that.
Running low on hit die, I think, but yeah, it's probably a good idea.
All right, everybody can go ahead and take a short rest.
Oh, I should. What?
Hmm?
There we go. That's more like it.
All right. Tiny is able to set up the invisible hut once again, creating a small area of safety to protect you all from the increasingly frigid temperatures. You all manage to regain a bit of your strength, but you know that if you tarry too long, you run the risk of far more dangerous things accumulating outside the hut, waiting for you all to emerge. So you all regain a bit of strength and set back on the trail. You're definitely approaching the peak now. What you can see through the sort of swirling snow and clouds, the hinterlands are far below you. Tumbling off of these mountains would be a very dangerous concept. So, you're nearing the top, and Brick seems to be struggling. You all noticed, as soon as you got here, Brick seemed off. He was pale. there were several moments where the effects of the creatures you were fighting didn't seem as powerful against him as they should have. You even noticed he hasn't been leaving footprints on the snow as you all have walked, despite his heavy frame. And everyone who would like to, give me a perception check.
Rick, I perceive that you and I need to go on a booze cruise after this mission.
Somebody needs a Snickers.
Somebody's not them when they're hungry.
I'll take the reins. You just ride. We're going drinking and driving.
So I think you all are having... You're trying to sort of bolster his spirits. You're just sort of sharing some of these things without necessarily even turning around. Tiny, you're the only one... Wait, you and maybe Jack. You and Jack are the only ones who... It's not even so much something you see as something you feel. This being yet another dimension that you all have been thrown into, your senses are becoming more attuned to the difference. There is a tactile quality from one world to the next. And so you all hear almost a moment of sort of arcane static. And each of you turns just in time to see Brick flicker and then disappear. What would you like to do?
Point that out to the group.
Yeah.
Shit, guys, he just disappeared.
Is he supposed to do that?
Just for fun, Jack specifically, give me an Arcana check with advantage. The math on your rolls is so strange.
Well, I can't roll lower than a 10, technically, because I'm proficient in it.
Right.
So
that also means
The formula
that,
is all, yeah.
Yeah,
a nat 1 and not a nat 1 come out the same.
yeah. I rolled a nat 1 and an 8. So they both got rounded up to 10, plus my bonus.
This strange flicker feels very familiar. This reminds you very distinctly of something that happened to you during your fight with Aldrin beneath the Thea Commerce Group headquarters. In this moment where you were sort of displaced to somewhere else. Specifically, you're able to perceive for just a moment this sort of weight of an individual existence, or perhaps a sort of magnetism. Not that you're surprised, since you knew that this was what you all were dealing with, but the existence of another version of Brick seems to have momentarily shaken him loose. It has sort of pushed him away from this place. All right. So Brick vanishes. You all are very close to the top. The snow is thick around you. There is an almost unbearable chill at this point. And finally, you reach the top. There's a strange sort of eye of the storm effect here. This strange peak sort of pushed off to the side of one of the mountains. You can see the clouds. It's almost like they're swirling around this specific spot. I'm going to put you on the edge of a map. Clear some statuses y'all ended with last time. All right. And you should have a new map. So what you find here is what looks like some kind of half-destroyed ritual space. It seems to have held up better. Around it, you can see the wreckage of what looks like maybe a small, not quite a settlement, maybe a sort of permanent camp for one or two people. It looks like it extended sort of around this circle and back towards the mountain and a cave you can see there. But parts of the circle are still sort of intermittently flickering. More immediately, you notice two large, wintry, undead wolves sort of nestled in amongst the snow. And then I'm going to have everyone make another perception check.
Perception. What is perception?
All right. So we've got, making sure I've got the correct roll here. Alex with a 7, Tiny with a 20, Asmir with a
Correct.
6.
Yep.
And is that a fresh 15 from Jack?
That is a 15 from Jack.
All right. Once again, this I guess it's because none of the rest of y'all have any wisdom. Jack and Tiny, as you all sort of survey this space, you see something moving. Towards the center of this ritual circle, there are irregular shards of some kind of mountain stone, and something is like crawling through the stones, like in and around them, just slightly out of sight. What do you want to do?
No.
What? Describe it again?
So there is this outer circle of like large, sort of half-carved stones that's still vaguely crackling with energy. Inside of it, there are chunks of irregular stone, some of them probably as large as like a barrel, or maybe a little bit oversized. And you catch just a glimpse for a second of something pale. It's like pale on snow. So there's sort of a natural camouflage effect, but something is sort of crawling isn't even quite the right word. There is an inhuman quality to it. Joints and elbows and limbs just sort of moving in ways that are unusual.
But it's in this circle?
Yes.
Inside the circle?
Yes.
Gotcha. For whatever reason, I had that flipped. I thought it was outside. But, yeah.
I'll also tell you all this on that. You don't get the impression that the circle is powering any specific magical effect right now. This is almost just like... You might almost think of it like a downed power line. Like this was for something at one point, and whatever that mechanism was is broken.
And since they're out in the open, I assume we see the large wolves.
Yes, yeah, I mentioned them when he walked up.
Just making sure. Do they look? Do they look like they're protecting it, or
They are
like
they're
they're
like
aggressive?
fully laying in the snow. And actually they're laying so still it doesn't seem like a normal animal. A beast this large, you'd be able to like see its sides moving, even from where you're at. And it doesn't seem to be moving whatsoever.
Let's make our way up there, I guess.
Can I
I'm
also?
just I'm just gonna start moving closer, I guess, to see if I can sort of get a glimpse of what's actually moving inside the circle.
Sure.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna pat him on the butt and say, "Be vigilant," and give him vigilant blessing.
What does that do?
It gives you advantage on your next initiative roll.
Nice.
So just for the sake of simplicity, I'll let you know, nothing immediately bad. There's not like a trap to step on. Once you get
Okay.
to about here, you'll be able to see what it is.
Okay, yeah, I was going carefully in case you wanted to stop us for something to jump out at us.
I am the wolf here. Pretty good.
And this is a connection you all made during your last fight. Now that you're this close, you can just tell these look so much like Ares.
Oh, in there. Let's. Yeah, go get him. We cannot miss out on another booze cruise opportunity, boys. We gotta get him out.
You all get to about there, and what you can see in the center, once you get to a certain point, this figure stops. And they just sort of stand. They're not really trying to hide. They're just standing very still and looking at you all. And it looks like a child. They look like they're between maybe 5 and 10 years old. Very, very pale, wearing sort of ragged clothing. All of their coloration seems a little bit washed out.
I continue moving closer.
The child sort of cocks their head and is staring at you.
Even though it looks off, I'm still gonna try and.
Can we speak to the child?
Yeah, speak to it.
Sure.
Hi. And I kind of squat down a little bit to get on its level, if it seems small. I'm just gonna go, hey, hi, I'm Jack. What's your name and what are you doing here?
So we're going to pause here. And we're going to jump over to where Brick is. So we see this moment just a little while ago of Brick walking along behind you all. You're sort of making chit-chat. Brick has grown so very pale. It doesn't seem to be sick, but it certainly seems troubling. And suddenly there's a flicker. And it's almost like his whole body statics out for a second, and then Brick is gone. But this time we follow Brick. And we find Brick sort of intangibly drifting in the air above this very mountain. He's about 2/3 of the way up the mountain, and he's staring down at a child. The child is carrying this very still form of what looks like a puppy or a young wolf. And we see the child trudging through this snow. Next to the child, we see another image of the same child. This one is translucent. They don't seem to be aware of each other. Their steps match, one after the other. But a storm rolls in. And the air starts to become thick with ice and snow. The translucent child doesn't seem to be experiencing the same storm. They keep walking. They're getting slower, but they're able to sort of push themselves along. But the other child slows, and the snow gets thicker and thicker and higher and higher. And at some point, the translucent child leaves the other one behind and seems to continue on their way up this mountain. The child that Brick is watching eventually just falls down into the snow. And then we see time moving faster. Now there are two very still forms lying in the snow. And we see the sun rise and the sun set, and it happens 2, 3, 4 times. And the blizzard never stops. But then we start to see something strange. The blizzard is swirling over this spot. An opening has formed in the center, and now there's like a column of clear air. And then almost like a funnel forming. It's like the blizzard is pulled down from the top of this column and pours into these two still bodies laying here on the side of the mountain. The pale form of the child twitches and then pulls itself to its feet with an eerie grace. And it begins to walk again. And now time starts to skip and skitter forward. We see the child arrive at the top of the mountain. There is a stern and grizzled-looking woman at the top, somehow both monstrous and matronly. At first, she looks at the child with sympathy and tries to say something. Time skips again, and we see the woman and the camp around her destroyed. Her body has been frozen and partially broken in half. There are huge craters all around where some powerful magic has been unleashed, but this pale child seems completely unscathed. He begins to walk down the mountain now, and we see another skittering of time. He walks to the edge of a village full of loud, tall, boisterous mountain barbarians, laughing and chatting and drinking and brawling. And there's another skittering of time, and the village is destroyed. The barbarians are frozen, every last one of them. A particularly tall one seems to have died not far from a huge throne-like seat. This one has been shattered, broken in half. And this strange pale child, with no recognition or emotion on its face, simply walks back up to the top of the mountain, now leaving no footprints on the snow, even as the blizzard continues to swirl. And as we zoom out, we see the blizzard growing and growing. And over the course of months and years, it swallows up more and more of the hinterlands until it extends 50, 100 miles away from the mountains, creating a massive, empty kingdom of ice and snow. And we snap back to Jack leaning down to talk to this child. And the child opens its mouth. And you hear a sound. There are no words, there are no syllables. It sounds like a blizzard roaring inside of this tiny figure. The sound of the fury of the mountain pours out of this creature's mouth. And everyone's going to need to roll for initiative.
Wait,
What?
you mean we're not going to like sit down and have a fireside chat with the person?
Sorry, Asmir, this isn't a person.
Oh, okay.
Person, place, or thing.
Um,
Actually,
it's a little bit place and it's a little bit thing and very little person.
I rolled with an advantage. I have a plus 10, and I got 13.
Sometimes the dice them do be like that.
Right. They like to fight you on things.
Thank you for trying, Tiny.
Why did none of those initiatives went to D&D Beyond?
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
At least it's not just me this time.
Wait, none of them went to D&D Beyond or went to Roll20?
D&D Beyond. Because normally it'll plug them in automatically for me.
Oh, right. I see him in the chat window thing, but
Yeah. Well, this is a great opener. Nobody got higher than 20.
normal.
why would we do that?
I mean, I got a 13. That's actually pretty high for me.
I mean, this is true. On initiative count 20, the lair action. We're going to drop it... I'm going to drop it here.
Cool.
So, is there a way to make it... I don't know if there's a way to do that. The rest of you, your vision of this figure is blocked as a sort of localized blizzard flares to life just at the edge of where Tiny is standing, filling up this space around you. Jack. Jack, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
I got a 6.
Oof. That was not even a high saving throw.
Oh, man.
It's alright. It's not that bad. 12 points of cold damage. And your movement speed is cut in half.
Can I use my reaction to cut that damage in half?
Yeah, go for it. You're not surprised. Alright, and then it is Asmir.
Hmm.
If it makes y'all feel better, they all rolled very poorly on initiative.
I'm guessing the big giant wolf is waking up too.
They have not had their initiative yet.
Oh, okay.
So they're not moving yet. Maybe they're just statues.
Yeah, maybe they're harmless. I mean, who knows? Could always hope. What to do?
Oh, I forgot. Let's put that to the back. Jack, you have 1 stack of chill.
Oh,
I have one what of chill?
1 stack of chill.
You have no chill.
Hmm.
The rest of you have no chill. He
I
has
mean, the
1
rest,
chill.
he as much as the rest of us are no chill.
Jack's actually super chill right now.
Wow.
Right, well, I'm going to cast haste on Tiny because I like the idea of our healer being faster. And how many? Social. Oh, I will do a bonus action firebolt. Yeah, at the big dog. You know, in case he isn't angry, now he can be. That'll probably miss, but
All right, now 16 hits. It's a big unarmored wolf.
well, this is true.
That's your ally. You just don't know that yet.
Yeah, I know. I was like, he's probably on our side, but I just shot a firebolt at him because
This
I wanted him to
noble
wake
hound. All right, and that's action. Bonus action. Do you want to move?
I'll move a little bit, but not much. I'll stay right there.
All right. Tiny, you're up. Oh wait, actually, Asmir, how far did you move?
15.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. You're fine.
Oh, good.
Tiny, you're up.
I think we'll go ahead and start some Twilight Sanctuary.
All right.
And I'm gonna try. Well, yeah, we'll do Toll the Dead. Well, no. Let's see. Yeah, that's a cantrip. Toll the Dead on whoever it was that Asmir just targeted. Was that the Wolfie?
Yep. And Toll is wisdom.
Yeah, 17.
All right. Only gets a 10. That's weird. It just rolls the damage. I was like, where's the damage roll? And it's like, nope, it's just there. All right. That was action and action. Anything under bonus action? Oh, actually, so you have 2 actions, but the second action can only be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. It can't be used to cast a second spell.
Even a cantrip, I guess.
Yeah.
In that case, instead of the cantrip, we'll just put out spiritual weapon.
Yep, that'll do it.
We'll put that next to puppy. Puppers.
All right, and a 12 actually will miss. But you got it out. Do you want to move at all?
No.
And you still have that extra action to use.
Yeah, but do I have anything to do with it? I could dodge.
Actually, you can't. It's not on the list. Attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh, it has to be on that list.
Yeah. They did that because in older editions, wizards would use haste and then cast like double fireball every turn and kill everyone.
Nice.
Man, well, why can't we do that?
I suppose that I will hide.
Sure. Give me stealth with disadvantage.
Can you move to the trees to not have disadvantage?
All right. Alex, you're up.
Gotcha.
And I'll go ahead and tell you all this because maybe you all noticed it when Asmir started moving, or when you all have been moving. The ground is slick.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say unstable of some kind, but yeah. That makes
Excuse me. Flying would sort of unconditionally just avoid this issue.
I actually contemplated casting flying, but I was like, no, I'm not going to need it.
Or you can move at basically half speed.
Okay, move carefully, but don't yell.
Yeah. The flip side is it's only a DC 10 saving throw to avoid falling. So it depends on how y'all feel about that.
So he's currently trying to kill us. I'm gonna assume going into theirs bad. So this is a tough pondering question. Jack, you good in there? You
I have no idea if I can get in, but I intend to find out.
and if I here, but instead we use my bonus action to fly there, and then just reserved an attack, so when he came in range to hit him, that might be a plan.
Yeah. I'll even say you don't even have to do that because you have Polearm Master, and as soon as he comes within your reach, you get to hit him.
Oh, that's right. So then instead of reserving an attack, I will actually throw hand axes at it.
All right.
That's crit.
Nice.
Uh, 27.
27 will hit.
He asked these questions, even though we are pretty sure they'll hit.
Nice.
That movement, action, and then if he gets in reach, I get to hit him again.
Very cool. It is already quite hurt.
Probably should have moved down here to avoid that, but
At the end of your turn, Yeah, this will be fun. Even though there is literally this like frigid blizzard cloud between you all, for just a moment, Jack, you catch eyes with this creature. There are frigid blue eyes that almost seem like they shine straight through this cloud. And you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
11.
You are restrained.
Awesome.
You wanted to make sure you really got to enjoy
The nice weather.
this experience.
Yeah.
All right. And Jack, it is your turn. So you actually don't. You take damage to the end of your turn if you stay in it.
Cool. And it's the beginning of my turn, so I get the temp HP from Tiny?
No, that's also at the end of your turn.
Gotcha. Well, can I try to break free from the restraint?
So I should have said more about what it is. It's not like you have been frozen in ice. This is almost more like a mental effect. It is quite literally brain freeze.
Mhm.
That being said, mechanically, you have a way out of this. I think.
Yeah. If there's something I can do, that's probably how I would like to use my action.
You have. Actually, I don't know if this is going to end your restrained, but you have two different teleport effects.
Oh, so I can still use abilities even though it's a mental thing?
Yes, you're restrained, not incapacitated.
Okay. When you said it was more of a mental thing, I thought, oh, I
It's more
can't
just to
do
say
it.
that you can't like smash it with a knife.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, let me look at those. What allows me to teleport? Is it an item?
You have one on the soul crystal, and another is one of your soul knife features.
Oh, right. I can throw my knife to teleport. What's the soul crystal do?
10-foot teleport on a disengage.
Do I think I could throw my knife through the storm?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that then. I want to throw my knife, theoretically, if I roll high enough to get it that far, um, up here, out of the storm, but into the circle.
Sounds good.
And if I don't roll high enough, then I want to throw it backwards away from the storm. Now I just have to find that ability.
It's a 1d10. I don't remember what it's called. Soul Blade, Psychic
Teleportation. 2.
Wah, wah. You got 20 feet.
Can that get me out of the storm and into it? Come on. 25. It's all 25. Dang it.
It's a conspiracy. A conspiracy of geometry.
So I'm going to throw it just to the right, I guess, and teleport over there.
All right.
And do I still have my movement?
Let me see if Nope, that wasn't helpful. I was trying to see if Mike Merles has anything more to say about this.
It doesn't say it uses my movement.
It's very interesting. I think that you would still... I think that you're still restrained.
Oh, okay.
But you're also no longer in the freezing area and taking damage.
If I'm still restrained, can I change where I teleported to still be in the circle for the temp HP?
Yeah.
Okay. I do that then. And does that count as an action? I think it counted as an action.
Teleport's a bonus action.
It doesn't say that it was either of those.
As a bonus action, you manifest one of your psychic
Yeah,
blades.
you're right. You're right. When I click it, it said it. Bonus action. Okay. Then with my action, I will throw a psychic dagger at the wolf, since that's what everybody else is doing. (22).
22 hits.
Dealing 7 psychic damage. Then I get... before my turn ends, can I ask, since I was closer, did it seem like the storm of coldness just randomly appeared, or did it originate from the kid? Could I tell that?
I think just from context clues, it was the kid.
Okay, so the kid purposefully attacked me.
That seems to be the case.
Gotcha. Then that'll end my turn. And how much did you roll before, Colin? 16 for the temp HP?
Yes.
Cool. I will add that up. Oh, and that'll end my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, who can it see now? Who can it see? I don't know. That's close enough to anybody. Y'all luck out. All right. It is the child's turn. Yeah. The child is going to move 40 feet right into this frigid area. And then it's going to teleport right here. So, Jack, you see something like stirring the inside of this cloud. Something's moving within it. And then there is a sort of stifled shrieking sound. And suddenly this figure is 5 feet away from you. As soon as it appears, you realize that this perhaps used to be a child, but certainly is not one anymore. It looks perfectly preserved, but its skin is a kind of bone white. It almost seems to be radiating cold, reflecting every bit of sun that comes off of it. The eyes are sharp and shining blue, but they seem completely empty of any kind of emotion or complex thought. Jack, you realize this is a blizzard wearing the skin and regrets of a child. And you realize that as it reaches out with a frozen hand to touch you.
White Walkers.
That is a 32 to hit. Actually doesn't need it.
Yeah. That'll get me.
The touch is like being hit with a giant chunk of snow or ice. And behind the physical impact comes a deathly chill. You take 13 bludgeoning and 19 cold damage.
Yeah, can I use my reaction again?
Yeah.
Does that
also,
have
when you...
both of them?
Oh, no, you would still have that. Yes, it would apply to both. And you gain a second stack of chill. And it's going to reach out its hand again. There's a 21 to hit.
Yes, a 21 hits.
16 points of bludgeoning and 14 points of cold damage. And you now have a third stack of chill.
I'm also very much bloodied again.
Oh, actually, and I messed this up. Go ahead and give me another con saving throw.
18?
18 would not have been high enough. So that's all right. You can repeat it as an action on your turn. I was looking at the wrong ability.
18's not high enough?
It is not. Y'all are level 12 now. You're playing in the big boy leagues.
But I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
This is where dump stats start to really matter.
But I didn't dump con.
All right. The wolves are finally going to start to move. This one has no reason not to come running at Alex. So Alex, go ahead and make your opportunity attack. That will hit.
Oh.
Oof.
12.
That would have been a good one to do just a bit more damage on. It is very, very hurt, but now it is stopped in its tracks. So it is going to use a breath weapon instead. So Alex and Jack both give me a dex saving throw.
Uh-oh. Guys, I'm dead. As expected.
Oof. So Jack saves, and with evasion it reduces to 0. Alex, you take 23 cold damage. The other creature is going to start to move.
Alex, did you remember your temp HP from your...
I did. A lot.
The second wolf comes bounding around the corner. It does have to dash, so it gets next to Tiny but can't do anything. All right, on initiative count 20, the lair action. The cloud goes away. Does that make sense to use? Sure. I really need another pack of spell animations. A 30-foot long wall of snow and ice comes ripping up out of the ground, cutting off Alex and Jack from sight from the rest of the party. Asmir, you're up.
Well then.
Also, I wish, just because I know it's going to come up. Hold on. I'm just going to replace the wall with this because it like doesn't show the ends for some reason, and I know that that's going to be
It's
relevant.
difficult to see, yeah. Well,
Because I knew that was going to be relevant in about half a second. So
okay. Yeah. I always try to debate whether Scorching Ray is better than Fireball, but in most situations, it seems like Fireball is slightly better. I'm gonna.
I mean, if you want to save your higher spell slots, right? Scorching Ray is what, first level?
Oh, yeah, true. Well, I would have upcasted anyways, so that's kind of what I was comparing. But
Ah.
I was gonna Fireball the dog right in front of me, but without hitting Tiny.
there is some messiness where I think Fireball is one of only a handful of spells that breaks the damage curve.
All right.
Like, by design principles, it really shouldn't do quite as much damage as it does, but they left it that way just because it's iconic.
Yeah, because yeah, I think they'd have riots or something if they messed with Fireball too much. What are you doing? Excuse me.
All right, so Fireball on wolf number 2.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to hurt a lot if it doesn't save on this deck save, which it... I don't think it did. It only got a 15.
Nope.
Yeah, CJ, these are the big leagues now. 15s don't save.
Yeah. 18s don't save for the bad guys too, I guess. You build your character right.
All right, anything else?
I might. Yeah, I think I'll bonus action fire bolt again. This time the dog I just shot.
All right. That'll hit. $25. It is alive, but very hurt.
And I'll just stay here. Even it might be a risk, but I want to get the temp HP. Wait, what was the temp HP?
16.
Okay, if I already have 18 temp HP, I guess I just leave it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Then it is Jack. Nope, sorry. It is Tiny. Jumping ahead.
Will that spiritual weapon go ahead and attack the old puppers there?
All right, go for it. Oof.
No, it won't.
11 ain't gonna do her.
We might cast Spirit Guardians. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. And that'll hit at the top of your next turn. All right. I think it's going to want to start doing something with some of these legendary actions.
I still get a bonus action right from haste.
You have another. Well, you have another action.
Yeah. So I'll just melee attack this this wolf dude.
All right, go for it. $24 will hit. And that is enough. It slumps and falls over. All right.
In that case, do I have some movement?
Yes.
How's our lighting here?
Lighting is actually surprisingly good.
So not dim light. Okay. Let's see.
While you're thinking, parenthetically, there was a whole section of Baldur's Gate 3 where they arbitrarily decide that this massive indoor area is all bright lighting for no reason. And my Way of Shadows monk was very unhappy. Anywho.
So this wall thingy, I can't. Is it something I can move through or
No,
around?
it is a 30-foot high, 30-foot long wall of ice.
Is it clear ice? Can you see through it?
You cannot. An opaque
Right around
wall
the-
of solid ice.
You say I have to roll for moving on the ground like
You
that?
can move at half your speed to not have to worry about it, or make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw. But you're already hasted, so you have double speed. So if you just move at your normal speed, it won't be a problem.
I think we're good where we're at then.
All right. Then, Alex, you're up.
We're gonna hit him. I do, at least. 21.
21 will hit.
9.
You hit it, and it goes motionless.
And we're gonna go 5. 18. We're gonna get to the kid. Normally, I don't recommend hitting children. I'll make an exception for here.
What is this? We're beating up on
Well,
dogs
not
and babies.
14
not
will
actually
miss.
I feel it on that one.
21 will hit.
I'm feeling extra spicy, so he's getting hit with the butt of it too. No, he's not. Well, I tried to hit him more.
All right.
He's a very nimble kids, guys. Be wary. Be wary.
Then it's going to use, at the end of your turn, its legendary action, Inexorable Call. The wolves start to stir. And Jack, it's your turn.
Dang it.
Oh, and I should do this real quick. Hold on. Because it might be relevant. Hey, it is. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. 16.
Wowza. 15 points of cold damage.
Yeah, there goes almost all my temp HP.
Only for Jack. It's at the start of your turn. You didn't start in the radius.
Never mind. I just figured I was in the radius and I had to roll.
I probably should have rolled that last turn too.
You didn't start there.
I understand that. Why'd you have to roll?
Oh, he didn't re-roll Twilight Sanctuary at the end of his turn.
All right. So I am once again going to attempt to teleport. I didn't want to have to, but the wolves woke up, so what'd I roll this time? 8. Neat. Okay.
That's freaking ridiculous.
It's fantastic is what it is.
You just teleport off the mountain. Going home. See you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna teleport into the circle near the top of it. If it will allow me to teleport inside of it.
Yeah. There's a strange sort of buzz as you come into it, but there doesn't seem to be any specific magical effect.
Now that I'm inside of it, does it look as though there is anything in here causing the power surge around the rocks?
I mean, yes, in that, like, it's a ritual circle. I mean, I'll just tell you, since as players you already know, this used to be like a complex ritual circle maintained by someone, and it seems like whatever this thing that used to be a child is, beat the crap out of them and then broke the circle.
Is there... Can I investigate or roll some sort of arcana, perhaps, to see if I could easily fix this or do some sort of quick repair?
So I'll say this: you could potentially repair it,
but not quickly.
Well, you can even maybe do it quickly, but you're going to need probably Asmir or Tiny to come do some kind of spell to finish. Like,
Okay, so it's not a physical thing that
yeah,
I
this is
just
sort of like
realized.
a permanent magical circle just for whatever the person who lived here needed to do.
Gotcha.
But I'll say this: it's kind of like a guitar amp. Um, it's just sort of buzzing with static right now. But if you fixed it, you've got a couple of friends who can maybe plug into it and do something interesting.
But yeah, well, I was hoping that like I might like if this was power, like giving him extra power or something, I could change that. But okay, at the very least, I'm going to hope it acts as a barrier between me and the wolves. Um, so
I mean, just
now,
mechanically, they're going to struggle to get between all the sets of rocks.
yeah. So
The wolves tell
I'm
you.
gonna throw a psychic dagger at the little kid.
All right.
Nat one.
Oof. Yep. Nope. That ain't gonna do it.
So yeah. I know I'm not in Tiny's circle, but I'm hoping that they just won't come near me. So yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, the frozen child is going to just go ahead and burn off this last legendary action. Alex, make a Constitution saving throw.
22?
22 will do it. All right. It is the frozen child's turn. So go ahead and give me some Spirit Guardians damage. It fails the save, but I will say you do notice something odd. As your Spirit Guardians... Well, what shape are your Spirit Guardians in today?
They are a mixture of four-leaf clovers and rainbows.
All right. Well, as they get close, this frigid aura sort of becomes clear. Not clear, it becomes visible. And you see tiny, like, flakes of snow spiraling around this creature. And it's almost like they partially shred and distort your Spirit Guardians. He still failed to save, but something odd happened.
Whoops. I'm gonna assume the dog did something stupid. I'll be right back.
Oh. Well, he might come back and be frozen. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there in that melee range. Although actually, I think this thing's going to make an intelligence check. It's not super smart, but it got a 19. It is going to sort of flicker and appear behind Tiny. And it's going to make 2 frigid touch attacks. First one's a nat 1. That could be better. Next one's a 29.
That'll miss?
17 points of bludgeoning and 7 points of cold damage. So you need to make a DC 12 concentration check. You also get 1 stack of chill. All right, you succeeded on your concentration check. And that was bonus action and action. It is the wolves now. Let's see if that one gets its breath back. It does not. It is a little wary of getting too close to Alex now. Hey, perfect. It is going to go like down and around the wall. This wall is actually thinner than this. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. It's only a foot thick, which is weird because it's one of the only non-5 foot increments. It's also going to go make a bite attack. First one is a 12, and it's going to miss. Oh, nope. It has pack tactics. Oh, which doesn't matter yet. The other one is going to come up, and it will get pack tactics. 20 to hit against Tiny.
I got a +2 with haste, right? To AC?
Yep.
Which puts me at 20?
Ties go to the runner, though, so it's still going to hit. So that is 10 piercing damage. I need to make a strength saving throw. And then give me another constitution saving throw. All right, you succeed on both of those. So you take the damage, but you don't lose concentration, and you don't fall. It's time for a new layer action.
Does Pupper take Spirit Guardians when it enters?
Yeah, you're right. It would. It's going to make a wisdom save. Go ahead and roll damage. We'll use it for
Actually,
both
both
of them.
of them's right.
Yeah. First one fails. Second one succeeds. Nice. All right. That brings us to the top in the layer action. I think for maximum pain in the buttitude, it is going to drop that cloud again. So Tiny and Alex need to make Constitution saving throws. I'll roll for Alex since he's not back.
Like, I'm back.
Oh, all right. Roll a con save.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That is actually enough. This is not a super powerful effect. It just covers a big area. But that means both of you will take half damage from the save. Each of you takes 6 points of cold damage. Let's see. Tiny, you have not moved. That's Alex's first stack. All right. Next up is Asmir, who has to be feeling pretty good about his location on the edge of the map.
I know. I was like, I thought I was going to be in danger. I guess everybody else distracted the bad guys.
I'm guessing you're going to try and hit all three?
Yeah, that was the plan.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Made sense to me at the time. What is?
Go ahead.
Oh, I think I thought it was like a glitch, so I'd reloaded. There's a thing
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
Oh, that's like a wisp thing or something.
Spiritual weapon.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It blended in with the map aesthetic. I thought it was one of the monsters.
So the frozen child saved. So they're going to take half. All right. Anything else? Oh, actually, just for fun, yeah, let's do this. Oh no, I can't do that yet. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'll bonus action fire bolt again at the kid
All right.
for fun. Oh, never mind. Oh. That's right, I have plus 10, I guess.
That is gonna hit. But as it hits, you see the child flickers and dissipates into a howling blizzard and races forward, reforming almost on top of you.
Well. Hi.
It lets out a howl that sounds like an avalanche. All right, anything else?
I was just playing. I thought it was just part of the game. I didn't mean it.
All right.
I guess I'm stuck here then.
Yep.
I mean, because like if I try to move, I'm guessing he'll get like an attack of opportunity or something.
Yep, it will.
Okay. I won't risk it. I'll just stay here. Next person.
Oh yeah, we should do that. At the end of your turn, the child is going to burn. Just go ahead and mark these. It's going to burn 2 legendary actions. Both wolves get back up. This entire thing's core concept is a little kid who wanted to bring their dead wolf pup back to life.
Mm-hmm.
How are we heroes?
Whoa.
Guys, we're bad guys.
I'll also say,
And we're
I don't
murdering.
know how much Brick shared with you all. This is why it would be good if he was here. This is Brick's story.
Oh, right.
This is how Brick became Brick. He saved a little wolf pup, and then the village chief killed it. He carried it up the mountain to the witch of the mountains, who brought it back to life in exchange for being her servant and apprentice for 10 years, at which point Brick left and went back into the world. So that's your origin story of Brick and Ares, except this is a version of Brick that did not make it up the mountain.
Oh. Well, crap. So we're beating up on alternate reality Brick right now.
We're beating a poor orphan child who just wants to love on his puppies.
Yeah, we keep murdering his dogs over and over again.
He also got the crap beat out of him by the chief before he started climbing the mountain.
Oh, right.
Other Brick got over it. This
Yeah.
Brick, not so much.
You clearly not.
I just want to give him a hug and tell him somebody loves him.
Can we all just stop and give him a group hug now?
If it makes you feel better, the child is dead and is being inhabited by a spirit of death and winter. So,
Right.
I mean,
That does make me feel better. Yeah, I'm going to go back to killing it now.
I was very much trying to help him until he cast the blizzard at me.
This is true. Jack did actually totally try to talk to him, and he didn't want to.
oh, 100%. But this child has been dead for like 30 years.
Yeah, this is true. Ghosts be like that.
This is a world with a version of Brick's story that this world should have collapsed and fallen apart. Because you're only seeing part of it from up here. like fully half of the hinterlands, the region Alex is from, the region where like a lot of your early adventures were, it is half frozen.
Oh
Like
man.
hundreds, like over 100 miles of these sort of beautiful rolling plains that are supposed to be full of, grains and farms and happy people. It is an apocalyptic blizzard wasteland.
Was it Elsa's fault?
No, it's this thing.
Oh. Is this thing Elsa?
Kind of. Not really though. There's
That's a
nothing
very
left.
demonic.
Yeah, there's nothing left in this to have a conversation with.
Right, yeah.
You all are not visiting the happy versions of your stories.
Exactly.
All right, that was the end of Asmir's turn. It is Tiny. You got some fresh wolves.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Fresh baked, just for you.
Question: if I was to Misty Step away, does that provoke opportunity attacks?
It does not.
Things to consider.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that because we don't like where we're standing at all.
Yeah, the fact that dogs keep coming back to life is a little bit of a hindrance to things.
Yeah, I mean, for your level, they're not
Misty
tough
Step
at
like
all.
there.
All right. So that's bonus action. What else?
So yeah, they do go down relatively easy.
I mean, just for perspective, they're CR3s.
Oh. See, Colin? I mean, that's almost CR2.
And they're coming back with half health. All right. What do you want to do for your action?
Let's cast Guiding Bolt at the little baby child.
All right, go for it.
Trying to decide if I want to upcast it. I think I will.
Don't forget about your spiritual weapon this time.
Yeah, I was kind of considering that. It's a bonus action to move it.
Oh, it's a bonus action to move it too?
I mean, it can be part of the attack, but it can only move 20 feet per turn.
I thought you could move it where I didn't know it cost a bonus action to move it. Forget it.
Yeah, we'll just do this Guiding Bolt.
All right.
The animations on that was terrible because it was like holding on 5 for so long before dropping to 15.
Yeah, 24 will hit. Oof, it's a big chunk. And the next attack will have advantage.
And that should be all that I can do, right? I can't move my spiritual weapon, right?
You've already used your bonus action. You do have that extra action, but I don't know what you could do with it that would be useful right here. You could like throw a hand axe.
Well, I don't think I have one of those. I could telekinetic shove a puppy into the vortex of cold, but I don't think that's actually going to do anything to them.
Also, isn't that also a bonus action?
Yeah, actually it is. So yeah, I think that's about all I can do.
All right. It is Alex's turn. Oh, and
Gotcha.
Alex is starting in the frigid cloud. Oh, no, that's end your turn in the cloud. So you're actually okay.
As long as you move.
McAfee wants my attention. So I do my bonus action fly.
It's just up. You don't need to use it again. I think it lasts for a minute.
No, I used the bonus action last time. I didn't use a charge.
Oh.
I was thinking about
Until the
the
end of
long
your turn.
term. I was like,
Yeah.
short term, I can just hop around. Gotcha.
What's the plan, Birdman?
I'll spend a charge so I can just fly and not have to waste my bonus actions over and over again like an idiot.
All right.
I marked it off, and then land on, I guess, on this side of the wolf, where I'm going to hit him.
All right. 26 will hit. 28 will hit.
You gone yet?
Not quite. Pretty hurt, though.
I spoke too soon. 17?
17 hits. It is unmoving again.
Until the next legendary action.
And that's one problem. And then what's the temp HP if I hit my action, movement, and bonus action?
Temp HP will be 14.
Also, something that might be good for everyone to know. Alex, when you moved, you lost your stack of chill.
Oh.
All right. It is Jack's turn. You are so far away now.
I'm kind of okay with it. Is my movement still halved?
Your movement is no longer halved. You are still restrained.
Oh, yeah.
So, Constitution saving throw?
As an action.
Yep.
Yup.
Then that's kind of it for me then. Well, I can't move because I'm restrained. So yeah, that's it for me.
You could bonus action disengage just to teleport 10 feet.
I don't really want to teleport. I'm okay with where I'm at for the moment.
Would you like to just hide?
Can I hide without moving and being restrained?
I think so. You've got all this. There's a lot of stuff between you and everyone else.
Okay, yeah. I will hide.
All right. Very good. At the end of your turn, it's going to burn off its last legendary action. And it is going to get Asmir to make a Constitution saving throw.
I have.
$16 ain't gonna do it.
Of course not.
You join the ranks of the restrained, which is setting up its turn, and now it's going to smack you with advantage.
And I'm guessing restrained means my cloak won't work.
Oh, you're right. Actually, that makes it a flat roll, which means it misses on the first one.
Oh.
Second roll, 29.
Yeah, that'll probably hit.
16 bludgeoning.
You know?
And 12 cold. So that's a DC 14 concentration check. And you get your first stack of chill.
So that'd be a Constitution roll or save?
Constitution saving throw. Need a 14 to keep haste. Man, you have been rolling very lucky on those.
I do have a +6 on my Constitution.
I mean, that's
saving.
still like
But yeah,
close to half the time you would drop a spell
yeah.
on a hit that big. All right, that was its action. As its bonus action, oh, it needs to make a Wisdom save for. Go ahead and give me Spirit Guardians damage.
Wait, is it possible I can use Hellish Rebuke?
That was the wrong roll. Don't disregard that.
Yeah, you can use Hellish Rebuke.
That was a weird animation. It spun for forever.
All right. Just for just for grins and giggles, it's going to use legendary resistance and cut that in half. Oh, wait, no, that's a dex save, right? I should see if that works first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad I did that. It doesn't use a legendary. It got a nat 20 on that save.
Man.
All right, and it's going to end its turn by using a bonus action to teleport to the other side of Asmir. All right. One wolf is dead. At the end of its turn, he will pop him back up. They have learned to steer clear of Alex. It is going to roll to see... Actually, it doesn't even have to do that. It's just going to go... Which makes more sense. Yeah, it's just going to go to here, and it's going to use Cold Breath. So Tiny needs to make a dexterity saving throw. That is not going to save. That is 12 points of cold damage. And you pick up another stack of chill. And go ahead and give me a concentration check on Spirit Guardians. You make the save. All right, back to the top. Layer action. The cloud dissipates. Yeah, this will be fun. We'll use the one we haven't seen yet. The cold in the air intensifies. Asmir, your movement speed is reduced by 10. Tiny, your movement speed is reduced by 30. And Jack, if you had any, your movement speed would be reduced by 40. You all feel an oppressive chill in the air.
Damn.
All right, Asmir. You are starting your turn in the child's radius. So give me a Constitution saving throw. Man, you are killing those.
It's the only thing I'm succeeding at.
All right.
I'm still restrained though, right? Or
yes, you're gonna be able to use an action on your turn to make a new con save to break that.
oh, okay.
And it is your turn.
But I can do other things, like if I don't care to move.
Yeah, it mostly affects you as far as getting hit and making attack rolls. Anything that doesn't use an attack roll, you're probably fine.
Just for fun, I'm going to use this.
Burning Hands. All right, it's going to make a dex save. It rolled a 1 and an 8. So it's going to take 15 points of damage.
Okay. At that range, if I use Firebolt, would I be rolling at disadvantage?
Wait, if you what?
If I used Firebolt, would he be?
You'd be at disadvantage from restrained.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
attack rolls, not just melee.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Even range attack rolls. I'll skip it this time.
All right.
I'll just chill right here.
I got to remember that it used legendary actions. All right. Tiny, you're up. Remember, your movement speed is reduced by 30 feet.
But he does still have haste, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of math involved to do the haste and the reduction for that, and then for the actual terrain.
Oh yeah, and then the thing of slipping and falling, yeah.
So I think order of operations is pretty charitable. I think you still have haste, so that puts you at 60. And then you lop 30 off the top of that. So you're at 30. But moving without slipping is going to be half movement speed. Although I'll tell you, you get the feeling from this frigid chill in the air, something might happen when you move.
Oh, something else that doesn't involve slipping and falling.
I think we're going to start out with casting our, what was it again? The bolt thingy.
Guiding bolt. All right.
Guiding bolt. Yep.
You'll make that with advantage because of your last guiding bolt.
Good thing.
Whew, yep. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, that's a big enough hit. It's going to use his Blizzard Escape. Only going to teleport 5 feet, though. But it is going to cut the damage in half. This thing is starting to look pretty hurt, though.
Well, finally.
It's been a little hurt. It's getting pretty hurt.
Can I bonus action to try to telekinetic pull him closer?
Is he within, is it 30 or 60 feet?
That's a good question. I think it's 30.
No, he's just out of range.
I guess I can be nice. You could use that on Asmir and pull him out of the freezing aura.
Oh.
Oh, I kind of like that.
You don't have to roll if an ally agrees to use it.
Right. I totally agree.
Would that trigger whatever the air stuff is, since it's a forced movement, though?
Usually forced movement doesn't trigger things like that.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to pull...
So it's a safe way to move me.
Or do I pull Alex away so that he's actually disengaged from the wolf, that he can actually do something else?
Mm. That is a choice.
I mean, I'm gonna be. If you do that, I have a chance to, get to him.
Yeah.
I think I might
Yeah.
do that. I'm going to pull Alex.
Like just straight down, or like
Yeah. I think it's
Or
just
down?
DC 16 strength save.
well, he said, yeah, if it's an ally and they're willing, then
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah, I'll be willing. I'll let you pull me anywhere. Anywhere.
Anyway. All
You
right.
move
willing and able.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. That is the end of Tiny's turn. Yeah, just because we're able to do so, at the end of Tiny's turn, the Frozen Child is going to use Frigid Embrace as a legendary action. And hey, you have 3 or more stacks of chill now. So give me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, Tiny.
Big money.
That is not going to do it. Would you like to use a luck point?
Would I re-roll also with disadvantage?
I want to say that the wording of luck is that you choose one die to reroll. You roll an additional d20 and you choose which dice to use. So you just get one extra die. And then it's the lower amongst those. Let me double check that. Lucky's weird.
Well, it wants it to be the same.
It doesn't
Never
end
mind.
up mattering.
Because why wouldn't it?
All right. Alex, you're up.
So my movement speed's reduced to 0 because the flare action.
No, you're fine. You don't have any stacks of chill.
I'm gonna fly. Right there, 30, and I'm gonna hit him.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna hit him. He's tough to hit, by the way.
This
Come on,
unarmored child.
no way.
This does that anime
no.
thing, like dodging to the side. And
I'm not gonna hit it. Attack. Oh, thank you. You always get me.
So I think these first 3 strikes, the child is doing this sort of like horror movie, like jump scare thing, where like you swing and it just sort of flickers and is standing like a little bit to the side, and then finally you anticipate one and smack it with the butt of your pole arm.
Well, I'm not satisfied with that, so we're at action surge and hope I can hit it more. Actually hit him. Yes. There we go.
Jeez.
Oh, no. 16? No, that's not going to hit.
16 does hit.
Oh, man. All right, I feel a little better.
All right. Then Jack, you're up.
Con save.
Yep.
Do I have to do it with disadvantage? I haven't been doing it with disadvantage.
No, that's only when it's applied.
Gotcha. 19?
It doesn't do it.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I guess I just try and hide again.
Just a fun fact, This is not an ability I came up with. This is one that I just literally copied and pasted off of a printed recent monster. So I guess what I'm saying is nobody at me.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm hiding again.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
It is now the child's turn. It's not loving where it's at. It does have 10-foot reach, which is kind of horrifying. So it is going to swing at Asmir. First one is a flat roll because of the disadvantage, but it's going to hit. It's a 29. And Asmir has a stack of chill now. So we're going to throw some extra cold damage on here. 18 bludgeoning, 24 cold.
Oh, really?
Which means you need that's going to be a DC 21 concentration check.
Say 18 and 24?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm down.
Oh, all right. And now Tiny learns a fun thing about haste. When haste
crap.
drops, you're stunned.
Yep. Draw back to haste. Even if I willingly drop haste, doesn't it still do that?
Yeah, every version of ending haste causes that.
That's what I thought. Because I had considered dropping it earlier to do a different concentration spell, but I was like, wait a minute, that might be bad.
I don't know if it's better or worse. In older editions, haste literally took years off of your life. It was like you literally live your life so fast that your lifespan decreases.
Right.
I think it might have still given you exhaustion. You can't move or take actions until after your next turn. Oh, well, that's nice though, because you're not actually. I take it back. So you are not stunned. That means you don't drop your spell, which is nice. Which unfortunately is kind of what I wanted to happen. But even though it's one of those weird things where it's the effect of stunned, but not actually the rest of it.
Being stunned, yeah.
All right.
Weird. Okay then. Well, anyways.
And that was the first attack. So it is going to. It is actually going to teleport 30 feet. And is going to smack at Tiny.
Will it first take some Spirit Guardians damage?
Interesting question.
Also, would it make any difference that its movement speed would be halved in that area?
The movement speed is halved.
Just trying everything I can.
Yeah, that one doesn't even. This is such a specific. There are lots of sage advice. There's lots of questions about Spirit Guardians.
It says when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn.
I think there's a good case for it. I was really hoping there'd just be a clear answer. Yeah, I guess we'll roll with it.
Yep.
Alright, roll Spirit Guardians. All right. And it is going to use... Well, let's let it roll first. It's going to go ahead and burn another legendary, which I didn't mark off last time. And it's going to cut that in half. All right. Now it's going to make that attack against Tiny. $29 to hit.
Ouch.
19 bludgeoning and 20 cold damage. So that's going to be a DC 19 concentration check. Bye, buddy. Hope you liked your spirit guardians. Alright, that drops. And that was its turn. It's the wolves. First one attacks without advantage. Only getting a 9. The second one is going to get in range for pack tactics. Only a 16 to hit. They're almost too low of a level to matter. That's alright, though, because at the end of the first one's turn, we're going to use a legendary action you all have not seen yet. This one is just called Hunger. Up to 3 creatures the child can see must make a DC 20 Charisma saving throw. Creatures with 3 or more stacks of chill have disadvantage on this saving throw. On a failure, a creature takes 4d6 cold damage, and the child regains that many hit points. And Jack is oh so lucky. The child does not have line of sight.
Thank goodness I couldn't move.
So that's going to be Charisma saving throw with disadvantage from Tiny, and a regular Charisma saving throw from Alex.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, it's to be expected.
All right. That is going to be full damage on both.
19 doesn't save?
It does not. This is a CR 14. Each of you takes 11 points of damage. Oh, it's very bloodied, but it just regained 22 hit points.
Of course it did.
But that was all of its legendary actions for the turn.
Just for that turn.
That's actually been the benefit of you all taking out the wolves, is every time a wolf has been down, he's used it to bring them back. So he's never had all 3 to use that ability. Because if he used it every turn, you all would be dead.
Yeah.
So when you think of like boss mechanics, it's actually been very helpful to kill the wolves. All right.
Well, I've had a feeling.
So we are back to the top. Why do I delete things? It's not smart. We are back to the top with a new lair action. Six. He drops a new wall of ice, blocking off Asmir and Alex.
How tall is the wall?
30 feet high.
Gotcha. That's tall.
Also, very importantly, it means that Tiny can't see Alex to cast Healing Word.
Or Asmir.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure we
Asmir's
both
the one I was
used it.
thinking of.
Right.
All right, that was the lair action, which brings us to Asmir's turn. Give me a death saving throw.
Mm.
One success. Tiny, you're up.
What's the wording on Misty Step? I have to be able to see where I'm going, right?
Yes.
Son of a gun.
Also, new DC 20 con save for the cold aura. Nice. Y'all have had some clutch con saves.
Could he teleport on top of the wall?
Oh, have we? Have we had clutch con saves? I wouldn't know.
Everyone
Other-
else. The only hindrance about trying to get on... Well, the wall is 1 foot thick.
Oh, right. So he had to balance.
The other thing, though, is we'd be stretching the credulity of our non-traditional geometry here.
Oh, right.
Because Misty Step is only 30 feet. If the wall is 30 feet high and it's 25 feet away...
You'd have to be right at the bottom of the wall to actually manage that.
But if I Misty Step over here...
Yeah, I think to the side is just going to be easier.
Then I could...
So you'd have to calculate the hypotenuse of a trilateral triangle.
That's why
I don't
we,
actually know that.
yeah,
that's why
so
we
we'll
don't
our
do it all the time.
bonus action to Misty Step over here.
All right.
For our regular action, we will... Yeah, I think we're going to do a healing something. Healing word. We haven't used this really much, but I might use a charge from my Black Tome of Devouring Dark.
All right.
And a spell that restores hit points to a creature causes that creature to be heavily obscured by shadow.
Very cool. This strange artifact you received from a different version of yourself.
Right.
Which I also see that I did not fully rewrite because it calls it an amulet in several places.
That's action, bonus action. Would it be fun to move just a couple feet so I'm on the opposite side of this wall? I think so.
Now we can have a snowball fight with them.
And I think I'm good.
All right. Alex, you're up.
We're going to go 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm going to hit this wolf.
All right. That will hit.
Only like minimum damage. All minimum. All minimum.
Oof.
Like how close is this wolf to dying?
It's been dead for years. It's pretty hurt.
Turns out you were Bruce Willis the whole time.
I mean, like, when you don't roll minimum damage 3 times in a row, you would probably kill it in one round.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2. Yeah. I would do it. I don't really want him to do his stupid legendary action attack again. I really want this wolf dead. We're gonna try and polearm master him, I guess. Minimum damage? No? Huh? Not for damage.
All right. It is so close to death.
He's gonna regain another 20 hit points.
Mhm.
That's everything.
All right. Then it is Jack's turn.
How you doing over there, Jack?
We'll find out after this con roll.
Hanging out?
Oh,
I'm still pretty frozen.
Just enjoying the action from, safe distance.
What's our temporary HP?
What? 17. What
Oh,
happened
17.
with that throwing your daggers around and teleport?
I don't want to get closer to them.
Not being
And
able
also, I can only do it so many times. How many times can I do it?
Why is everybody... Never mind, you don't have to teleport. They're coming to you. It's fine.
Oh. No, I guess I don't. I have a limited number of times I can do it. I just need to have the dice.
I thought it burned dice.
Like,
That's
hit
what I
my...
mean. It does.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 5 left. But I thought there was just a number of times I could use that specific power.
Ah. All right. Yeah. So.
But no, if they're coming to me, I would like to erase that stealth roll and be not there.
Too late.
Oh, well, important question, though. Sorry, I thought you were done. Would you have done that if they hadn't moved?
If they hadn't moved, no, I would have stayed.
Okay.
But yeah, if they were moving after my turn, then yeah, I would still be there.
Yeah.
So a 24 stealth and they still come and find me?
Well, let's double check that.
They're scared of Alex because they like Alex came out from behind the wall. Like, yeah, we're peacing out.
Yeah, they just kind of ran off. It's like, oh, crap.
I'm just trying to be in their face. You wonder if these wolves are gonna have nightmares from me? They wake up. There's Alex. They go back to sleep. They wake up. There's Alex. They go back to sleep.
You're their sleep paralysis demon.
I guess that's fair, even if you haven't moved. Well, in that case... Let's see. Asmir, how much health did you get back?
I don't know. I was just noticing. I was like, oh, I'm not dead anymore. I think 9. Is that what
Okay.
Or is that somebody else?
I gotta go back up there to find it.
I'm gonna assume
Yeah,
that 9.
It wasn't much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 9.
All right. Well, in that case, the child is going to be a jerk and is going to teleport on top of the wall because
We
it
just-
does have ice walk and it is not bothered balancing on an icy wall.
Oh man. And it has the range, I guess, to teleport that far.
Yup.
Well, crap.
And we're going to use an attack it hasn't played with much. Howling Frost. One at Asmir. 26 to
Attack
hit.
have the 30 range? If
What?
he's on top of the wall? Does the attack have 30 range?
Yes.
Damn
Oh,
it.
yeah.
27 points of cold damage.
To both of us?
Just to Asmir first.
Well, I'm down again.
And one at Tiny. 30 to hit.
She got me.
35 frost damage. And the wolves are Vera hurt. But this one can't leave because it's going to get hit. Does not recharge breath weapon. So it's just going to bite at Alex. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
12 piercing, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Come on, this is my good stat.
All right, you are not knocked prone. Now, the creature is going to do what it got up on the wall to do. It's going to use Hunger again with a fresh set of legendary actions.
Of course it is.
Oof. Well, it wants to live, so it's going to attack the downed Asmir. So Asmir, Tiny, and Alex all need to make a charisma saving throw. But nobody has disadvantage.
What, even as a dead body? I don't.
I mean, I think it's kind of impossible for me to make this. I have to get a crit to sit past that one. So,
All right. So Tiny. So that was a decent way for that to shake out, because at least Asmir didn't take extra death saves. All right, that's 14 points of cold damage to Tiny and to Alex. And you see some of the vitality as this frigid cold swirls around you all. You feel a piercing and horrible sense of hunger. And you see some of your vital essence drain out of you and into the child. The other wolf is going to try and get up to hit Alex. Alex, do you have
a reaction?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
I do have a reaction.
His reaction is, oh crap.
17 will hit.
8.
All right. And it bites at you. That's a 20 to hit. And you just used your reaction, so you can't use one of your thingies.
Well, I can't use Warden Maneuver, so yes, that hits.
All right, 15 points of piercing damage and another strength save. Nice. You are not knocked prone. We are at the top, so the lair action changes. Wall of ice disappears. And this time I'm going to remember not to delete it, and I'm just going to move it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Just going to put it off the map.
Okay. Does that mean the kid falls to the ground?
Gently lands.
Okay.
As the ice wall bursts apart into a cloud of snow and fog. All right, Asmir, you're up.
I'm dead again, aren't I?
Oh yeah, so I guess you're not up. Give me a death saving throw.
I have another. Reset my saving rolls, I guess.
Oh, actually, yeah. Also, Alex, Tiny, and Asmir all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Wait, I do?
Yep, because of the cloud.
22.
Does a 22 save?
Yes, 22 saves. Everybody saves. Although, bad news for Asmir, you'd still take half damage on a successful save.
Okay.
So
what's
everybody
that mean?
takes 7 points of damage. That's 1 automatic failure.
Oh, and I get an automatic death failure?
Yep.
Oh, man, it's going to be Ron Mop all over again.
All right. And did you roll a fail?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll? Okay. I think it said it was an automatic failure if I took damage.
It is, but like just the hit itself is a fail. And then you roll on your turn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I have 2 failures now.
Oh. Youch. All right. Tiny, you're up.
Well, we're gonna upcast aid to just 25 hit points to the 3 of us, which increases your max HP and your actual HP.
All right. That will bring Asmir back up.
So I get 25 as well.
Yep. And this one's weird. This changes your max HP, not temporary HP. So if you click on your health, there's a max HP modifier, and you're going to write 25 there. But make sure you remember to undo it after this fight.
Oh, weird.
Gotcha.
Oh, what? But that... Oh, wait, hang on. I'd already added the 25, and so that it automatically... Okay, there we go.
I did the same thing and then had to correct it.
I was like, oh, crap.
All right. That's your action. Anything under bonus action?
What's to keep you from, with spiritual weapons? Well, never mind. I know. Okay. Never mind. I'm answering my own question. Do I want to Misty Step away?
So here's something that might screw all of this. Let me double check the wording on aid. Okay, aid is fine. You're in an area that is heavily obscured.
So what's that mean?
Let's double check. The question is whether you can see. A heavily obscured area blocks vision entirely. So you're going to have to get out of the radius to use Mystic Step.
Oh. He could teleport 5 feet in front of himself.
And if I was to move before I teleport, it would provoke opportunity attack.
Yes.
We're going to use our bonus action then instead to push this guy away.
Yeah, I feel like it's
16.
5 feet is probably okay. It does technically say one creature you can see, but I think at 5 feet you can figure it out. It gets a 25 though.
Okay, I tried.
Just a glimpse under the hood. I built this off of a giant.
Oh.
I think that would be my turn then.
All right. Alex, you're up.
If I'm in this, do I have disadvantage on attack rolls?
Yes, if you're in it or the thing you're aiming at is in it.
Gotcha.
But would he have advantage if he was next to it, just with the positioning, or does that cancel itself out?
Well, all right. Here's also the thing. How do I don't know how to show this in a good way.
I understand. I was just gonna hop out, which means he'd have disadvantage on the opportunity attack.
Well, and this is even to the point where like none of you can actually see each other.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well, then I'm gonna step out here, see this wolf, and I'm gonna hit him.
All right, go for it.
I hope I hit him.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Please tell me I roll minimum.
It's all right. It only had 2 health.
But he's fully engulfed in it, so I can't see him.
You could see like a corner
That's
of him
annoying.
poking out. But you'd have to like, I guess.
Can I go through?
Yeah, you could like step over the dead one, and you're flying.
Well, I could fly.
So.
30, so I can see the corner. So now I'm going to hit him. If he can't see me, do I get advantage on the hits since he can't see me?
I feel like this is a trade-off. We're playing a little fast and loose because if you can see part of him, he can see part of you.
Oh, well then never mind then. Good for 30.
30 hits.
Minimum damage.
What is wrong with your digital dice?
22.
22 hits.
Oh, we got to 3.
Got a different number.
This is wild.
And 11 for the bonus action attack. My bonus action attack has been saving me so much.
And that was enough. This one
11
also
hits.
goes down.
Oh, more of a stupid hunger. And Jack, I swear I need you over here now to help us. Like you've done nothing in this fight.
He physically
goofing
can't
around
move.
Well, I don't care. He needs to figure it out. I've been killing these stupid wolves over and over and over and over again. And it's kind of trying to piss off Alex. This
Alex,
kid here keeps
yeah.
feasting on us, regenerating his health.
Well,
Asmir's gonna die. Tiny's over here just being tiny, I guess.
He's constantly healing everyone.
And really,
You guys-
there's nowhere to be found. So, like,
You guys
Jack,
haven't
we
taken
just
care of
step
this
up.
already? Hold on, I'll be right over.
Hang on.
We're trying, okay? I just want you to be a little bit more part of the team.
all right. That is the end of Alex's turn, and it is Jack's turn.
Yeah, so obviously I haven't been able to move, but I haven't really been able to see anything either. So having heard Alex yelling, I will forego trying to do a con save and use one of my dice to teleport again. Hopefully getting something long enough to make it out. So yeah, 50 feet is enough time. enough time, enough movement.
Man, this restrained
So
is
to
feeling
hit,
like the charm effect that killed you all on the Twilight Vampire.
and then
Yeah.
with that, that is within range of my throwing distance. So I'm gonna throw a psychic dagger at the child.
You'd be throwing blind.
Can I throw with
Yeah.
disadvantage then?
Whoops.
Would he risk? Oh,
What did I?
At this point,
oh,
I'd say
shit.
double disadvantage. It's just blind.
I mean, would he risk hitting one of us if? Oh, what?
No, I was just saying I hit the wrong button.
Shh. Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
tiny HP still 17.
So in some ways, it's kind of worse because on the one hand, he can't act. Well, actually, he could accidentally hit you. The rules for like not being able to see it all is you pick a square and then roll to see if you hit.
So all I'm hearing is Coleman needs to leave this up and then move the kid around somewhere and then just tell Jack to pick a spot and aim for it.
Well,
He won't even be in the same spot where you last left him.
if that's how it works, I probably wouldn't do that then. So we're good. And I can't see Tiny or Asmir either.
You can
So
hold it action.
yeah, I think that might be. I think I'll hold an action to throw a psychic dagger at the kid if he pops back out. Or can I do an either or? Can I say if the kid doesn't pop back out, the wolf, if it reanimates?
I think holding an action or readying an action specifies you pick one trigger.
Okay.
You could just say like the first enemy you can see or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action to throw a dagger at the first enemy I can see. That makes the most sense. Yeah.
All right. Well, how much of a pain in the butt is he gonna be? Pretty big pain in the butt. So the child is not blocked by this. So the child is going to go ahead and make some attacks against Tiny. Oofa doofa. The child is almost dead, but is going down swinging. One second. So this is gonna hurt.
Of course it is.
Oh. I'm going to strongly. Oh. All right, Tiny, have you used a reaction?
I don't think I have reactions as a thing.
Oh, you don't. For some reason, I thought you had silvery barbs.
I do.
Nope.
Are you? Are you conscious?
I think I'm back up again because
Okay.
I got the 25 HP or whatever.
This is going to be a very important perception check. Because here's the thing: the child just crit on Tiny and is about to hit Tiny for 47 points of damage.
Ow.
Oh, but you have temp HP though, right?
Yeah, so I
it-
won't down. I will be very, 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 very hurt.
Well, so here's what I'll
But-
offer.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say my silvery barbs is because of that aberrant dragon mark, and I think anytime I use one of those spells, I have to do something, and there's a risk it'll like cause an explosion.
Oh boy. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have let you take that. It's like a really Eberron specific thing, but
I thought it sounded really fun because it's not like just an all good thing.
yes, except that there's other versions of that that do the exact same thing, but don't explode.
Okay, it's only one. It's just one random
Um,
within 30 feet of me. Okay, but that's only if I roll an odd number die or whatever.
that is a wild. All right, so here's what I'll say: if you would like to, you can try and make a perception check, because I think you have to be able to see to use silvery barbs.
Probably. I think it. Yeah, I think it's like somebody you can see. I think it's the same as Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, creature you can see within 60 feet. So you're only 10
Yeah,
feet
okay.
away, but this is the equivalent of being in like a complete fog bank. It compares
Yeah.
it to being in like zero visibility darkness. So give me a perception check to see if you can see this. This would
I'm
be
not seeing
perception with
anything.
disadvantage. Oh, you already
Oh,
made it,
okay.
and it was already bad. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I mean, I could roll again, but yeah.
And Tiny is out of luck points, right? Yep. All right.
Yep.
Well, I feel better knowing you don't instantly die. So
Yeah.
47 points of damage.
Ouch.
It's so close to dead. If it wasn't for hunger, it would be dead by now.
Right. Oh man.
So let's see. That was its first attack. The second attack is going to be against Asmir, and it's going to be flat because of the cloak. Oh my gosh. 17 to hit.
Okay. What was my? I can use shield though, can't I?
Yeah, that would be. I heartily encourage it. All right. At the end of the dead wolf's turn, he will revive the wolves instead of hungering again. New lair action. Cloud drops. Learn my lesson. Move it off the map. So the cloud drops. Jack's attack triggers. It's still with disadvantage because you're restrained.
$15.
You missed by one. Don't you have something that you can like add?
I do. I can use a psychic die to roll and add that to the hit.
Here's what I'll tell you. Uh, yeah, it's definitely worth it. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Was I doing it to the wolf or to the kid?
I'm going to say you're going to want to do it to the kid.
Okay. Since Tiny's there, sneak attack applies?
I think if you have disadvantage, you can't get sneak attack.
Dang it. Well, 11 psychic anyway.
And that's okay, because that's all you needed.
Huzzah!
So how this cloud drops, you draw your psychic dagger and throw it. How do you finish this monstrous iteration of Brick?
I feel like since I'm restrained, I'm just sort of frozen like a plank, and I've been teleporting around, just reappearing still frozen, and you just kind of see me try and headbutt at it, and a dagger flies out of my head towards it as I fall over, and it impales on the little kid.
So it flies between the two wolves and cuts across. And you can see like this thing hasn't bled. It hasn't made a sound. As you reduce its hit points to 0, the physical shell of this thing starts to turn to ash. And it's almost like someone bursting a balloon. There is a non-damaging shock wave of snow and cold and sort of concentrated blizzard that knocks all of you to your feet, off your feet. The other way would be wild. The two wolves also just disintegrate into ash and snow. And for just a second, as all of the snow dies down, you see a translucent silhouette of the same child, but this one isn't frozen. It isn't this sort of twisted mockery of life. Even though it's translucent, you see more color to it, and it's holding a lively and happy wolf pup in its arms, and it gives you all a big, wide grin, missing a lot of teeth as it fades. There is another burst of that staticky sound, and why didn't that do anything? There we go. And Brick appears right where the child disappeared. But there is a blue glowing... It can only be described as like a star hanging in the air that is now sort of floating around Brick. This bright blue star. Within a few moments, the temperature on the mountain, it doesn't become comfortable, but it becomes a sort of normal, everyday sort of cold, instead of this supernatural blizzard that you all have been experiencing. And with that, we are going to leave it off for the week. We will come back next week and see what strange, twisted world you all fall into next.
Yay.
All right, I'm
Bye,
going to cut off the
Internet.
stream. Bye, Internet.